position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Navy midshipmen, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. They bring him down, and the big play will move the sticks. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so in Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw. It's Beck. Oh, they're after him. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And you got to give the defense a ton of credit there on 3rd down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away, nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive, downhill, went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
Maybe we'll have to punt it away. Fair catch, called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man. And what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Back to pass, it's Beck. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner is stopped. And And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. On the option. Got the first down and more. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And how about that play call on 3rd and long? Probably everybody thinking pass in the building. They run the option, and the QB makes the good read. Look, nobody's got me. Nobody takes me. I'll take it. I'll get the first down. Nice play call on 3rd and long.
Off play action on 1st down. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Boy, and last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games, the thrilling comfort-behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. They show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, it made them even harder to stop in here.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements factoring into this as well. Big expectations. That win against Oklahoma got Navy fans really excited for this year.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Horvat. Caught.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it right down the middle. He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
Sticks it in his belly. And they'll knock him down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Give to the fullback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
With the catch, it's Fletcher. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
It leads to 2nd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Navy will go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Give to the big fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Blake really righted the ship for this midshipman offense a season ago, but what separated Navy, David, was that they were able to throw the ball more effectively. Makes it that much more difficult to defend this offense.
It's so frustrating. It's so annoying because they do the elements of the triple option, but when you do bring in the passing game, and Blake was able to do that, man, like, you become even harder to defend. How about another year in the system, continue to evolve? If they can continue to grow in the passing game, they're going to be a pain in a lot of people's backsides.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The play-action fake. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Navy now facing third and short. On the option. He'll keep it himself. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Kick is in the air. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They believe they can run right here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Dropping back, it's back. Makes the catch, and they swarm him under.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Canes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Third and one. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's back. Got a man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On the run, it's Fletcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. The give on the option. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down.
Fourth down coming up.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Navy offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
So now it's second and long. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, midshipman.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fletcher. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
To the air, it's Beck. Finds a tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Daniels. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Under fire. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best 2-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
after the score. They need this two-point conversion to tie. To the air. It's Beck. He's got it. The two is good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Running with the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. He's got it again. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Third and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. They'll run play action. He just about had to pick and run a play. That would have been an overtime, but it brings up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Immediately fires to the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
First and goal, and a touchdown will win it. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He got it in, and walk-off touchdown in overtime.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.